Ever since I started playing Skyrim for YouTube, one question has always haunted me. Which side are you gonna choose? Stormcloak or Imperial? And when it comes to playing Skyrim for anybody, for their source of entertainment, no matter what choice you make, you're wrong. Because people will always argue that you should have went with the other side because that side that you're fighting for is clearly the bad guy in this situation. Now, me personally, I can't stand the Stormcloaks. I'm an Empire man through and through, but that's possibly because I've been an Elder Scrolls fan before this whole choose a side. You couldn't choose a side. You were an Empire man no matter what. So, yeah, that's always a possibility. But when it comes to a character, I've always stayed clear just because I can't really... I can't get into the whole Civil War. But when it comes to the Drunkenborn Draven here, I am doubly torn. So, I am actually going to leave the choice of whether or not Draven becomes Imperial Legion or Stormcloak up to you. I'm going to leave that up to you. Now, there's things to actually consider in terms of how Draven should choose. First off, he is an old-school Dark Elf. Now, it's debatable whether or not he could possibly have lived that long. I am choosing to bend the lore ever so slightly, so that way Draven could have been alive back before the Oblivion Crisis, or around the Oblivion Crisis at the very least. Because, after all, Master Naloth of the Telvanni, who appears in the Dragonborn DLC, was in Morrowind. He was in the game. He wasn't a main character, he had 2 quests or something like that, but he was in the game. So, it stands to reason that Dark Elves can live this long, unless Master Naloth was just, he did something magical. I don't know. Don't care. I'm bending the lore just enough if it's not the case, so that way Draven was around back then. That's his story. I'm sticking to it. So, let's see. When it comes to the Empire, why would he join? Well, he is Dragonborn. Dragonborn tend to be the emperors. Maybe Draven, in his quest for power and fame and riches, could see that as a possibility. I'm Dragonborn. They'll crown me. But on the other end, Dragonborn and Dovahkiin and dragons and shouting is a very Nord thing, an old school Nord thing, but still a Nord thing. Ulfric can shout. Don't know how exactly he learned that. I probably missed a book somewhere. I'll read it, because that's what this series is for. Me actually playing the game. So, he could side with the Stormcloaks in that region, with that reason. I don't know. Another reason to not side with the Imperials, I guess, would be because it's the Empire's fault that his home got destroyed. Draven's a very bitter drunk. He's a drunk. He's a drunk because his home got destroyed, and his chances of joining House Telvanni are gone. So he got drunk, and he's been drunk for fucking centuries, pretty much. That's all he cares about. So, the Empire's at fault for the destruction of Vardenfell. Let me explain. The Empire sent a prisoner to Vardenfell because he kind of matched the description of somebody that is prophesized to be the Nerevarine, and then, of course, that prisoner goes on and becomes the Nerevarine, fulfilling the prophecy, and then destroys the tribunal. which then lowers the guard, not the guard, but the magical enchantments keeping some big fucking moon thing from crashing into Vivek City. Yeah, that went away, and the big moon thing crashed into Vivek City, and then just a big old chain reaction, and everything exploded, and so the Empire destroyed Vardenfell. That's a completely valid reason to not join the Imperial Legion. But at the same time, Draven just was recently in Windhelm. Almost called it Winterhold. Whatever. Windhelm. He was just recently in Windhelm, and they are racist as fuck towards his people. And he murdered 2 people because of it. He spent a couple of weeks in jail, but he fucking murdered them good because fuck these people. They're horrible. So that's another reason not to join the Stormcloaks. So it's really just out there. There's so many reasons why not to join either side. But it kind of has to get done. I finally have to do this. I finally have to do the Civil War for you people. That's not racist, by the way, when I say you people. I mean, if you want to take it as racism, I mean, by all means, go ahead. But I have to do it for you. Because it's time. I've never done it, and I have the holidays mod, and the day you do it gets marked off as a holiday, and I kind of want to get that. I just want to do the holiday thing. It's pretty fun, and you kind of have to do it for the main quest anyways. It has to get resolved. The Civil War has to get resolved for the main quest. So yeah. Speaking of which, did I ever do it in Season 2? I might have done it for Season 2. The one where I played Xyle? I don't know. Either way, I don't know what to choose, and I'm going to leave it up to all of you who watch the Draven live streams. Now, it's not going to be immediate, okay? Like, you're watching this today on Friday, on the 18th. I'm sorry, on the 19th. You're watching it on the 19th. It's not going to be today's live stream or tomorrow's or the day after's, more than likely. Because I'm a long way off from being a high enough level to where I can comfortably charge into battle against dozens of enemies at a time. Requiem is really, really, really hard. I'm level 19, and I am afraid of mud crabs still. So let's we're just gonna go with I'm gonna leave this video up. Blah, blah, blah. We're gonna leave this video up, and you guys can just you can chat, you can debate over what a bitter dark elf that's been around forever thinks of both sides, and why he should join and why he shouldn't join, and I will just I'll just be watching this video forever. I'll be watching this video until it's time to fucking go, and I will see what everyone's saying, and I will get to the conclusion of what everyone thinks, and yeah, that'll be it. So whether you guys vote Imperial or Stormcloak, that's what I'm going with, and yeah, that's it. Bye.